Hello students, this is Dr. Sagarika Mohantadas. Today we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of oral communication. What is oral communication? Oral communication implies communication through mouth. It includes individuals conversing it with each other. It might be either a direct conversation face to face, or it might take place through telephonic conversation. Speeches, presentations, discussions, interviews, these are all different forms of oral communication. It is generally recommended when the communication matter is of temporary kind, where there is no written documents are required, then oral communication can take place. Meetings, lectures, conferences, these are all very significant because it helps us to establish or build a rapport and trust. Now let us see what are the advantages of oral communication. It is not expensive because when we speak, we don't need any stationery or gadget. So compared to written communication, oral communication is said to be less expensive. It saves time, energy, and labor. Why? Because oral communication is a direct kind of communication. It is faster and personal. We can get immediate feedback in oral communication. That is the best part of this type of communication. While in written communication, it takes time to get feedback, and only the feedback serves or helps us to know whether successful communication has been established, whether the message that is to be conveyed has reached its proper meaning. Moreover, oral communication develops personal contact, which is very essential for better understanding and smooth working. It is very useful in difficult and emergency situation. Oral communication helps to build a friendly and cooperative spirit, and it is very useful in confidential matters. For secret purposes, it's better that we talk. Especially in business communication, oral communication helps us to persuade the other party. In business communication, we have two purposes of communication, either to persuade or to convince. So oral communication is of much help in this fulfilling these two objectives. The speaker can win over the other person to his point of view with the help of oral communication. Oral communication is useful for all kinds of audiences because we can adjust our speech, the content of our speech, according to the listener who is in front of us. The listener might be literate, semi-literate, or illiterate. So accordingly, we can develop, we can adjust our speech, our point of view, opinions and ideas, so that whoever is listening to us, it helps him or her to understand better. We have discussed the advantages of oral communication. Now let us look at some of the disadvantages. Since oral communication has no proof or evidence, it doesn't serve for legal purposes. That is the limitation of oral communication. Moreover, another drawback is that we cannot hold the listener accountable for any vocal message, because at any point of time the listener might claim or disclaim having said or heard something. And since oral communication cannot be stored, it has of little reference value. There are greater scope of errors. Since oral communication has many barriers in successful communication. There is the chance of getting the message distorted or misunderstood. So it is said that in oral communication there are greater scope for errors. It can be easily forgotten. Human memory is very short. So whatever message was conveyed, we cannot expect the message to be stored in the human minds forever. Hence, this is another advantage because, disadvantage because it is easily forgotten. And it is not useful for long distance. People staying far from us needs to be conveyed the messages either by fax, telex or email. Oral communication will be no help in such kind of situations. So I hope you have got a clear picture of the advantages and disadvantages of oral communication. That's all for today, students. Thank you very much.